good morning, good people. Waiting. How's that? Well, we've got a little more work to do on the mural in the background. However, that's what we got. Boom. And good. Well, here we go. Good morning, good people. Today is Tuesday, it's Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning here in southwestern Nevada. I am my name is Edward Bevilacqua, looking at the lighting app, thinking about changing it. Oops, nighttime, Valley Dawn. How about that? Valley Dawn. Majestic morning. How about that? Kind of like that better. Okay, so today is Wednesday, the 2nd of April, 2025. It is day 3 in week 2 of our neuroscience oriented approach to success. We need to revise this, update it. Today is our volunteers breakfast at 8 o'clock at the Methodist Church. And what else? So I've already done the Peloton stuff. That's already been done. And boom, it's good to be alive. Okay. And I have to say good morning, Miss Trinkle, wherever you are. Trinkle Bell. Is it Trinkle Bell or Trinkle Toes? Trinkle Little Star. One of those. I don't know. You tell me. Okay, so our theme of today, our meme of today is be a good shepherd. What does that mean? But before we get into that, let's focus on some other things. Advice from an 80-year-old. Remember, no one makes it alone. Right. So many people incorrectly adopt an attitude of, I don't need anyone. And that's true, but it's probably not true anymore. It's probably not true that one person can really be successful being on their own, that you can do everything you need on your own. You can just go out somewhere on the earth, make your own tools, grow your own food, do it totally on your own. And even if you could, why would you want to? Why would you want to be dropped off on a deserted island that had an atmosphere? So meaning you've got fresh water and vegetation and have a go of it on your own like that. That would not be a good life. Okay. Remember, no one makes it on their own. How about Seth Godin? That might be the wrong question. Will it work? That might be the wrong question. Along the way, we've been pushed to load our decisions with a need for certainty. It's easier, it seems, to not try than it is to fail. But the question, is it worth trying, unlocks possibility. So he's saying, instead of saying, will it work, to say, is it worth trying? A surgeon in the middle of an operation should probably not experiment with an untested technique. But a writer, a leader, or a musician can make that question part of their craft. It's the only way we learn. Is it worth trying? Right. Thank you. Ba-boom-ba. What was that? Pick a time. Anytime. Gotta install update messages coming on my screen. do it at 9:11 a.m. 911 today. 911 today. Sorry, people. Good morning, Watnada Bevy. Good morning. Good morning. How are things in Fort Jacks? And how does my mural look? How does the mural look? Yes, we're going to lower it by about 6 inches, 7 inches, 6.5 inches. We will lower it as blessed as can be. Wow. Okay, so onward and upward, 6 minutes in. Be a good shepherd. Okay, so we talked about advice from an 80-year-old, Seth Godin. Today's Daily Stoic, 3 Stoic ideas. And the last one is memento mori. I know Watnada Bevy knows about memento mori. She used to have a coin that said memento mori. But like most things in life, they get passed on to people who need them more. Memento mori. Next. What else we got on the hit parade? Darren Hardy was good talking about cognitive blind spots. We see what we want to see. If we have a negative disposition, we're going to see negative. Jordan Peterson talking about shepherds. What is a shepherd? Why are they important? Why is the Bible talk about shepherds? Well, one thing is because that was a common thing that everybody knew about. Everybody experienced a shepherd. They played an important role in the community. Oh, he's the shepherd. Good. They wouldn't have known about plumbers. They didn't have plumbing. So, or electricians. Hey, we're going to call the electrician. What's that? Right? Okay. Okay, what else we have on our hit parade before we talk about be a good shepherd? So, in a video I watched yesterday, Bishop Barron, he talked about a shepherd is one who's in the front, who's with the sheep, and he's at the rear of the thing. He has to lead. He's got to be part of them. He's got to smell like the sheep, and he has to follow the herd. He's got to do all things to be a good shepherd. You just can't be out front, and you can't be just in the middle of them like their pal, somebody they're used to. You have to be out front. You have to lead them. You have to protect them. That's probably the one from the rear. So from the rear, you have to be able to protect them because you can see the whole herd in front of you, so you can see danger approaching. If you're out front, you're seeing where you're going. You're finding the path. And if you're amongst them, it's so they get familiar with you. So you smell like the sheep. Next. What's on our hit parade for next? Okay, so now Jordan Peterson talks about the shepherd as a role, meaning the shepherd is a good guy. He protects the flock from lions and wolves. He's the protector. He's got to be a good leader, and he has to lead, and he has to protect. Someone you want to be around. You can do your thing because the shepherd is taking you where you should go, and protecting you from other things, so you don't have to worry about the dangers around you. So the question is, what if we acted like good shepherds? What if we were the people who were safeguarding the less fortunate, those who couldn't, and so dealing with the people who'd want to destroy the flock, the herd, whatever. What if we were that type of a person and also nurturing to the herd? So people could count on us. What if we did that? What if we did that? So yeah. Let's see, just putting some things down. Segue, putting things down for future posterity. 4-1 big day, 401 big day, big day. One of the things in the big day was really got started on the auction stuff. A lot of work done in the room of items delivered on 3/31 from the Methodist Church to be auctioned. Number one. Number two, got the bank account open, so now we can get the auction accounts open, get all of that stuff done. And let's see, number three is what? Yeah, go make it happen. I'm just thinking through my head, projecting the rest of the day. Okay, so we're at 12 minutes in. Be a good shepherd. See yourself as being responsible for the welfare of those in your care. Be responsible for those in your care. Take care of those around you. Don't be a wolf in sheepskin. Don't be a wolf feeding off the herd. Don't be a shepherd who's really a wolf. What would that be like? Well, I only have this herd because I'm going to feed upon it. They think I'm the shepherd, but I'm really the wolf. I'm really going to destroy this herd. And don't be too nice, too soft. So, big day. So, again, volunteers breakfast, lunch with Dave Kohlmeyer, getting the app done. What else? What else do we need? What else have we got? That could be it. Okay. What, not a bevy. Anything you want to talk about? Where's Diana? Where's Atticus von Atticus? Any news? Any updates? So yeah, what not a bevy. Last night the police were called, and one of the people was arrested. That's why we had to get off the phone with you, because it was in the middle of the altercation. Right. Yeah. So I'll tell you more about that offline, because that's not something we need to record for posterity. Also, last night at 101, the representatives of the sheriff's department were walking around the property. Didn't see where they went, what happened. I didn't hear anything, but on the camera this morning, it was there. Right. Okay, so we move forward. And with that, let's say and cut. Everyone, let's go make something happen today. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Become comfortable being uncomfortable. Don't seek comfort. Seek meaning. And with that, we're going to say and cut.